unboxing an Oculus Rift. All right, so this is the package, and Brendan, you want to get us started? And,
Sure.
And tell us a little bit about what we're going to see here, and then we'll go through the pieces.
So this is the Rift, and it has the headset. Inside the headset, we have incredible optimized screens that we've spent a lot of time made for VR OLED screens. We also have optimized optics. We have full 360 tracking, which uses the sensor to do tracking, back of the headset plus the front. And it has a great audio system that gives you 360 audio, which we spent a lot of time on. So overall, lightweight and ergonomic and easy to put on.
So, I mean, one of the most important things to deliver a good virtual reality experience is, if you want to really feel like you're there, the image basically needs to render faster than your brain's kind of image works, right, and your eyes work. So, what we basically know from biology is that your eye's image updates every, what is it? It's like 5
milliseconds.
Yeah, 5 or 10 milliseconds. So that means that when you're in this thing, where you have to be able to turn your head and then send that signal to the computer, and then update what you should be seeing on the screen, and then send that and compute all that, what the new scene looks like, send that back to the screen and have it render in less than 10 milliseconds. So that requires a lot of new systems work
software,
and graphics work, but also new special screens that there are only a handful of folks in the world who can make this. And that's why when Brendan says it's made for VR, in order to deliver this kind of a comfortable experience, that's what we're talking about here.
That's right. Yep.
All right. We talked about the audio, how it's, as you look around, it's not just the scene that's updating, but it's the audio is updating too. So if there's a waterfall going on over there, as you turn your head, you can kind of hear it differently. So
yeah, the positional audio, you want to really hear that the object is exactly where it is in the 360 scene.
Yeah.
So we also have a sensor here. So the sensor you put on your desk. It's really easy. You plug both the headset and the sensor right into the back of your PC. The Rift requires a Windows PC. We have a recommended spec for that delivers a great experience, which is on our website. And it's very easy to just sit on your desk and position facing the headset, and then you get the full positional tracking, what you just talked about. 6 degrees of freedom. You can lean into objects, you can crouch down, you can stand up. It really makes you feel like you're there. You feel fully immersed.
Yes,
this
basically picks up invisible LEDs, right?
Right.
Infrared. That are all around. So it's 360, and you can look around, and it has to be really quick, right? So that way, as you're moving around, it can pick up the position basically instantaneously. It takes probably less than a millisecond of the 10 milliseconds that we get to render the scene is taken by the sensor, right? And then sending that back to the computer to render everything so that you get a good, comfortable experience and really feel like you're there. All right, so what else do we have in here?
So we have a remote. This is designed to make it really easy to jump right into VR and get started. You can navigate casual experiences. Again, it's a very simple input device. And we also have a Xbox One controller, one of the best made game pads ever. Microsoft's put a huge investment into this, and it's natural and familiar to gamers, so they can get started right away and play this incredible catalog that we put together of great content.
Yeah. All right. So this isn't live yet, and we haven't shipped this one yet. But we've talked about it. So let's take a look at the touch controller, because this is the next thing that is coming. This hasn't shipped yet, but it's coming a bit later this year. So Brendan just showed the Xbox controller, but one of the neat, awesome things that we're building now is getting not only your vision in VR, but the hands as well. So this kind of works the way that a controller would work. Except in addition, it also is tracked. So you have the sensor, and it can pick up similarly invisible LEDs here. So as you're moving around in VR, you can see your hands, and you can interact, and you can grab things, and I can pick something up and throw it to Shref. You can fist bump.
VR.
Yeah, you can play ping pong or tennis, or
it's like a natural extension of yourself. It really brings your hands into the game.
Yeah, and one of the things that's awesome about it, it's very ergonomic and comfortable. I mean, you don't have to just be holding and gripping something for an hour if you're using it. I mean, you can kind of just let it go, and it just gives comfortable little loops in your hand. So when you want to squeeze it, you can. If you want to pick something up, if you just want to kind of hang out, you can do that. It's super comfortable. It's a really good experience. So we're looking forward to this coming later this year.
Yeah, we designed it for long-term play.
All right, so with this launch, even though we're not going to show this right here, there's also a lot of games that are shipping and are ready for launch. We've invested a lot in a lot of the best game studios around the world. So that way now it's 30 games, right, are shipping
Over 30.
on day one, though, right?
That's right.
And then probably more than 100 over the course of 2016.
Yep, we have dozens more in development. These are top, real, full games. These aren't tech demos. These are deep, super immersive experiences that you can jump into and get started. There's really never been a launch with this much content that I can remember. And I've been gaming for a long time.